it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going diving with my dad for the first time in a good while, and I'm gonna be going out and I'm trying to shoot some fish for my wrestling coaches, because if you don't know, I'm a wrestler and my season is almost over. States is this weekend, so once States is over, it's gonna be my last season is done, my last season ever for wrestling, because I am a senior in high school. So I wanted to impart some fish to my coaches to say thank you for everything that they've done for me, and because a bunch of them actually do really enjoy fish. So only two of them have sent or have given me actual requests. One of them wants a kala and the other one wants a uhu, but the rest of them, I think I have about 4 or 5 other coaches. They don't actually have anything in mind because they don't really fish or dive. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go try shoot a big uku or a big jack, some kind of omilu or something, just something with a lot of meat on it, so I can fillet it and then give out the fillets, so I don't have to shoot a bunch of individual fish because I don't really know what they want. And so I'm just gonna shoot something big, hopefully, and that way I can just distribute it to everybody. Also, by the time that you're getting to the end of this video and you're at the outro, my hair is going to be a different color because it is my team's tradition for states. Whoever qualifies has to bleach their hair, so I'm gonna have different color hair in the outro, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the water and let's see what we can get. Shoots, everybody. Alright guys, to start off the dive, I wanted to get the smaller fish out of the way, the requested fish. So uhu and kala were the top of my list. So here I found a nice section of reef where it kind of dropped from shallower into a bit deeper, maybe around 50 feet. So I'm going down to the bottom because I'd seen a good pile of fish and I figured that there'd be some uhus around. So I get down to the bottom, kind of find a nice hiding spot here. And at first, I'm not seeing much, and then I see all those 9 eyes and some baby uhus. Just kind of scanning the area. And then I start to scratch the rock in front of me, because uhus love that sound. It sounds like the fellow uhus biting on coral and stuff, so they tend to come around, and sure enough, a solid school of uhus starts coming around, but a lot of them were pretty small until that one right there. So that one I picked out because he was bigger than all the other ones. Lined up and got a nice body shot. This guy actually pulled a surprising amount of line. Usually uhus don't really fight super hard, but as you can see, he ran a good distance away from me after I hit him. Solid uhu, and I was pretty happy to get one of the target fish out of my way. And it was still pretty early. This was right at the beginning of the dive. As soon as we got out to the zone, I found this nice little section of reef that I wanted to drop on. So it was like, I think my first drop of the day, actually. First or second. Really solid size uhu. Perfect eating size. So after the uhu, I tried pretty hard to find a good sized kala, but I was only finding small ones, the baby kind. But I did find this pananu sitting underneath a rock, and I decided my coach would probably be pretty happy with a pananu if he likes kala. So I start dropping down. You can see his tail there for a second. And I try and find a nice little perch so I can wait until he circles out. And as I'm sitting here, I'm not really seeing him, and it's a pretty small hole, so I'm wondering if he just, booked it out the back. And then I look closer and I realize he's just tucked on the side of the rock, and he was just staring at me the whole time. So I just, one band, just put a quick shot in, accidentally got my shaft stuck in the rock there, and I tried to yank it out, but I couldn't get it out on this drop. So I went back up to the surface. I didn't record it, but I went back up, breathed up, went back down, pulled out my spear and the pananu, and I just didn't get it on camera. So after this, we went into some deeper water, but me and my dad got a little separated. And while we were separated, you can see down there in that hole, I found these 2 uluas just cruising. And I wasn't going to shoot them. I just kind of wanted to go down and record. But, you know, they kind of start leaving. There goes one, the bigger one, and there's a smaller one right there. And I kind of grunt a little bit because I wanted them to come closer because I felt like that would be a cooler video. But they weren't having any of it. And I thought they would be at this other hole that's kind of around the corner, because I didn't see them actually take off, and they still seemed like they were pretty chill, just cruising. So I thought they would stick around, but when I crept around the rock, I didn't really see them, so I tried to wait for a little bit to see if they were in there somehow, in that tight little space. Because these uluas, they were in a pretty small hole. Like, there was a cave where they were, but it was small. So I thought maybe they had fit their way into that one. But I didn't see them, so I just went back up. Now, me and my dad met up again, and I took him back to this hole. And there was another ulua that apparently I didn't see, or maybe it was one of the same ones. And he wanted to shoot it, but he couldn't make it down to the bottom. Something was wrong with his ears or his sinuses or something, and he couldn't get down to the bottom. But he did want the ulua, so we talked about it, and he asked me if I could go down and try and shoot it for him. So I made my way down, kind of trying to creep my way over. I didn't want to dive bomb him. And you can see his tail there. Whole lot of ta'apes around. And if you watch the ta'ape start swimming away, and I knew the ulua was coming because of that. And I line up, get a nice unicorn shot, stone them. So if you guys watched my video of my first ulua that I ever shot, that I posted last year sometime, I said in that video that I wasn't going to shoot any uluas until I saw one that was 100 pounds or over, or at least looked to be 100 pounds or over. And this guy was obviously not 100 pounds, but I also thought that he might still be a papio, because for ulua aokea, which is the white ulua, I consider papio to be from 1 pound to 20 pounds, and then ulua is 20 pounds and up. That's how my dad was taught, and so that's how I was taught. So I thought he might still be a papio, but also my dad really wanted to get this ulua, and he just couldn't reach the bottom, so he asked me to go do it. When I got my hands on him, I realized that he was probably an ulua, and I did feel bad. But it is what it is. My dad wanted it, so I was able to go down and grab it. Still super sick, really cool fish. Always super cool to see these guys, and 3 of them in one dive is pretty crazy. But even though I felt bad, I was still super happy with this fish, and he's definitely gonna go to good use. Gonna eat a bunch of it, give a bunch of it away to my coaches, but he will not go to waste, that is for sure. But regardless, after I shot the ulua, I felt like I should give back to the reef. So I found these big ta'ape schools on the way in, and I shot the ulua super early, and I didn't need any more fish than that. I had everything I needed. So I was just going in already, and I had so much time, I figured might as well just stop by and try and take out some invasives. So here I was just I knew that there was a ta'ape schooling these rocks, and I was just waiting for them to come out. And there they are. I tried to pick out the big ones, but it was kind of hard to tell. And as you can see, I already have one on my shooting line there. So I get that one. And then I believe I got one more, but he rips off. So I drop down again. Same school, but they moved rocks. I'm just kind of trying to stalk them. And once again, trying to pick out the biggest ones, but they're all kind of the same. I line up on that one, shoot it. I kind of got a bad shot as opposed to the other two where one of them I shot it in the gills and then one I shish kebabbed him through the back, through his tail. But this one was a junk shot and he rips off there, but I hit him in the gut, so he's definitely going to die later. I wanted to get more, but they were all scared after that. And later, on the way in, I found two tacos that were chasing each other around. And I think they were just trying to mate. But eventually they got separated. One of them outran the other. And so I grabbed that one. And I had watched where the second one landed. So I knew the general area where the second one was. So I was kind of trying to spot him from the surface. Didn't really see him. But I figured I'd drop down because I knew he'd be there somewhere in some hole or something. So I breathed up again. Then I drop right back down to find the second taco. So I'm looking, and then I spot him on a coral head right there with the Moana, of course. And he wasn't even in a hole, so I was kind of confused. I just jabbed him a couple times, get him to run so I could grab him. Super cool. Kind of a double up because I had two of them in my hands at the same time, but also it was two separate drops, so I don't know if it counts, but still super cool. Decided to let these guys go, grow a little bit bigger. Find them again next time. Here's another look at that ulua. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Super stoked that I was able to get one of these today. Really nice. I thought he was gonna be a papio, but you know, can't complain. Still a really beautiful fish. And they always, you guys know that uluas hold a very special place in my heart. So really awesome when I get to see a bunch of them, and not only see them, but get to shoot one. It's just awesome dive day. Alright guys, we're back from a very successful dive. First up, we got two little ta'apes. And then pananu for one of my wrestling coaches. And then good size uhu for the other one. And then the ulua. We're gonna get a weight on it. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we're just gonna get a weight on the big white. Alright, scale at 0. 25.32. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as you can probably already see, my hair is now completely blonde. Like I said, this is a tradition for my wrestling team. For those who make it to states or they're an alternate, it's tradition to dye your hair, bleach it, and I've participated in that, as you can clearly see. Go ahead and make fun of me in the comments, it's alright. I would make fun of myself too, and I pretty much have to all of my friends already. But thank you all so much for watching, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I really had an action dive today. It was super fun, and I can't wait to have more like it. So if you want to see more dives like this, be sure to subscribe and like that video. I really appreciate it. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and thank you for 4,000 subscribers. I almost forgot. Huge milestone, and hopefully we can get to 5 in the near future. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for 4,000, and see you later. Shoots.